All right, hi everyone. This is going to be a fairly short video that's going to walk you through exactly how you're going to prepare and make sure you are 100% ready for your AP test day and how that actual test is going to look and how you're going to upload your answers. So the first thing I have open for you on my screen here is the 2020 AP Testing Guide. And I will actually post a link to this in the description of this video, as well as a link to the AP College Board's coronavirus update that pretty much has everything you're going to need, especially everything I talk about in this video. So let's talk about it being test day. All right, so 2 days prior to test day, you are going to get a e-ticket, an exam e-ticket in your email. It's going to look something like this on the right-hand side here. Now, if you don't get this email, do not panic. Don't get too nervous because it will also be given to you in the AP Classroom. So you can log on to AP Classroom and you should have access to this e-ticket there as well. On this e-ticket, you'll have a different e-ticket for every AP classes you're taking. And again, they will be available 2 days prior for each exam. And you'll see an AP ID. So there's a bunch of X's there, but you'll have your own individual number there. You're going to need that number. I highly recommend writing it down somewhere. And you're also going to see this big yellow button. That big yellow button will be active 30 minutes before the exam. And you would click that button 30 minutes before the exam. So let's just say your exam starts at 2 o'clock. It'll be active at 1:30. Click on that button and you'll get yourself all registered and ready to go. Now, what are some things that if you're using your Chromebook or if you're using your PC, I'm actually using a PC here for this video, but I'm going to show a lot of screenshots from the Chromebook so you can see how everything's going to look in the Chromebook as well. But first off, what would I have ready prior to starting the exam? Well, the first thing I would have open is I'd have 2 Google Docs open. One Google Doc for FRQ1 and a second Google Doc for FRQ2. Now, you'll notice that I put my name at the top. I put my AP ID number. Again, that's the ID number that's going to be on your test ticket. And they want your initials as well, MP, my initials. And I'm labeling this as FRQ1. And I already have a couple spots here for A, B, C, D. I have no idea how many parts there's going to be. Might have to eliminate some or add some, who knows. And then I also have the same thing ready to go for FRQ Part 2. I'm just having all this ready because it's just one less thing I have to worry about doing. Now, if you are going to, if you want to use Word, Microsoft Word, that's fine. Have a Microsoft Word document open that has the exact same information all ready to go. And I'd recommend, again, having 2 of them open. If you are going to do handwriting, okay, if you're going to handwrite, I would make sure I have several either lined or blank sheets of paper, doesn't matter. And again, I would have this information on it. So let me just show you a picture here of what that would look like. So maybe a picture, again, has my name at the top, my AP ID number is there. Again, I just made up that number. My initials, FRQ1, Part A, Part B, Part C, have all this ready to go. And also, if you're using handwriting, you need to label your pages. If you do end up having multiple pages, each page needs to be numbered so they know which is page 1, page 2, page 3. I think you're allowed up to 5 pages per question, I believe, something along those lines. So they got to be labeled too. So make sure you have all that ready to go. Now, the other thing I would have open as well is I would have some tabs open for other materials that you may want to use. Remember, this is open notes. So, for example, on the AP Stats test, you actually are allowed to use a formula sheet. Same thing with a lot of the mathematical tests. So maybe you have this formula sheet open and ready to go. That way, if you need to reference it really quickly, you can. Maybe your teachers provided you a very quick, reference guide, a study guide. Again, open note, you're allowed to have that open and ready to go. I would have all those different tabs open and ready for you to use. I would also have your email open because email might be needed as well. Because if you're going to email your picture of your work to yourself, you want to have access to that. I'm going to talk about a couple different things for that as well. All right, so what are some other things that you might want to have done? Now, one big thing that they are worried about in terms of cheating is students who are going to use a shared Google Doc. That way, me and a friend, miles away, have the same Google Doc open, we're sharing it, and we could view each other's work and hence cheat. They claim that they're going to have detection software that can determine if you have a shared Google Doc open on your computer. I don't know if that's true or not, but I wouldn't risk it if they're lying or not lying. So don't have any documents open. Don't have any tabs open that are shared with somebody else, because that is a possibility they could detect that and you could get your tests disqualified. All right, now, just a couple other things I'm going to talk about before we actually dive into the actual work problem is, one thing is, if you are not going to be taking any pictures, right, you're going to type all of your work, then again, I think the easiest thing is to have the Google Docs open and ready to go. You could either copy your work and paste it into the upload, or you can save it as a file and then upload that file. I'm going to show you all that later. But I will say this, if you are going to take pictures, you basically have two routes to get your picture uploaded into their system. One is take the photo with your iPhone, email it to yourself, have your email open and ready to go, and you're going to email it, and you're going to wait for that email. As soon as that email opens up, you will download that photo to your computer or your Chromebook and then attach that into the program. And I'll demonstrate how to do that as well. The only issue with that, AP is actually recommending you don't do that. And the reason for that is with Wi-Fi, with cell phone service, you never know how long that email is going to take. I actually practiced it myself, and the email literally took 2 minutes to send. From when I hit send on my phone to when it came into my inbox took 2 minutes, and you only have a 5-minute window to do that uploading. So that made me a little bit nervous. So the other option is to have the Drive app on your phone. So again, download the Drive app. Here's the little icon on the iPhone. I know there's one for Android as well. Have that Drive app uploaded, as an app on your phone, because this is going to make it literally seamless. And also make sure that you're logged into your school account through that Drive app. And I would create a folder in your Drive that is specifically for AP. Like maybe have a folder called AP Answers or AP 2020. Something that when you're going to put a file there, you know exactly where it's at and you could access it very quickly. And I'm going to show you how that Drive app could potentially save you a ton of time if you're going to be taking the picture of your work route, okay? So make sure you have that ready to go. All right. So let's actually dive into the program now. So they actually have, AP has developed a demo, interactive demo that you could use. So to access this, you can go to AP Coronavirus Updates. You can just Google that. I'm going to provide a link in the description of this video as well. But it's literally apcoronavirusupdates.collegeboard.org. And under this little tab here for students, you could click on Exam Day Experience, and this gives you a ton of information about what is going to actually happen on the exam day, which is, of course, what I'm going over in this video. But when you scroll down, you'll see Interactive Demo, little link here, Practice with the Exam Demo. So click on that, and this is literally what your screen is going to look like when you click on that yellow button. So on exam day, when you click on that Go to Exam yellow button, this is what's going to pop up. Enter your AP ID. So obviously you're going to enter in your AP ID that is on that exam ticket. But for this demo, if you read there, it just says for this demo, enter the word practice. So I'm literally entering the word practice. Click on continue. It's going to say, welcome to the AP demo. Let's get started. All right, now it's going to give you 5 minutes in this demo to get all this information done. And I'm just going to make up a fake name here, Doug. Frank, maybe it's his name. But anyway, if you sign in at 1:30 for a 2 o'clock test, you'll actually have a half an hour to do all this, and you don't have to stress or worry about anything going on here, and you'll have tons of time to do this. Type in all the information that they're asking you for, and maybe I'm going to just type in doug@gmail.com, just making all this up. Again, I'm making this up solely because this is literally a demo. It doesn't really matter. All right, and what tests are you taking, or where are you testing from? You're going to select I'm testing from home, and I agree with their terms of service. All right, we're ready to continue. Okay, now here's where you're going to get put into a waiting window, right? So now you're waiting. You're waiting from, you logged in at 1:30, now you're waiting till 2 o'clock or whatever time you're starting to begin. And we're just waiting. Notice the timer's clicking down here. In a minute, I'm actually going to pause and then go back to the video. So that timer's going to go real super fast here in a second. But here they're giving you all of the guidelines for how to submit your work. Okay. Now, once this starts, you will actually jump into the test. And FRQ1 for most tests is going to be 25 minutes long. They're not going to give you 25 minutes to just sit and wait for this demo, right? So they're actually going to jump straight to the uploading section. So the test is going to be 25 minutes of seeing the question. Now, when you see that question, there will be nowhere for you to put your work, right? You are going to do that work on paper or in your Google Doc that you already have tab open ready to go. There's not going to be a place to do your work on the test or in this website. They are saying that there's going to be a box for you to maybe do some scrap work, but nothing you put in that box is going to be graded. So I wouldn't really even waste my time with that. All right, so I'm going to, we're actually literally going to jump fast forward in time right now until the timer is just about to end. And what do you know, that timer is quickly counting down and boom, we're now working on exam 1. Now imagine that that 25 minutes is up, right? Because obviously the first thing that's going to happen is you're going to have 25 minutes to look at the question and do it. So the question will display here, just like it says, the question will display here, and you're going to get ready. And they give you a little bit of information now. So now what happens is you finish the question, that there's going to be a timer for your 25 minutes, going to count down. Then it's over, right? Then it's going to jump to your 5 minutes of uploading. The demo is giving us 10 minutes to upload to practice. Kind of wish that they did 5 minutes to make it realistic, but they're doing 10 minutes. Whatever, great. Okay, so now we have finished our work. Now I'm going to be honest, within that 5 minutes, I guess you still could continue to work on your FRQ in your Google Doc, but you're just, pushing the limit to when this is actually submitted. So what you want to do now is you now have this window to submit, and you'll see that there are 2 options down here at the bottom of the screen, very, very bottom, attach response or paste response. So the first thing I'm going to show you is paste response. So you're going to click on paste response, and there is literally a box here, and it reminds you include your AP ID and your initial at the top of the page. But I already have that done, so I'm literally just going to go in here. I'm going to copy my work. I'm going to right-click, copy, go back to that, and right-click, paste here. Or you could use other shortcuts if you know them, whatever. But there's all my work, and I don't have anything typed there, obviously, but there it is. It's all there. You ready to go? Click on submit. Done. Okay? Now, if you another quick thing here is that if you finish early, you got to wait. You got to wait until to move on to the second question. You can't move ahead. You have to work that whole 25 minutes. If you finish in 5 minutes, you have to just sit there and wait. If it takes you 30 seconds to do your uploading, you got to sit there and wait for the 5-minute window to close. Okay, so now let me show you the other options here. The other option is to attach your response. So if you don't want to do the copy paste, you could attach response. So the first option here is to attach a text file. The second option is to attach a photo. So let's talk about attaching a text file. Now, if you're using the Google Doc, I think the copy paste is the easiest thing that you would do. I couldn't imagine why you would do anything else, but maybe you're a little nervous or something doesn't work, you don't want to do that. The one thing that I've noticed that if you're using any kind of symbols within the Google Doc, like symbols for physics or for calc or for statistics or for whatever class, if you copy and paste, they might not copy over, right? So one thing you could do if you did use some symbols and you're nervous about copying and pasting is you could save this as a PDF. So you're literally going to go File, Download as a PDF file. And this on your Chromebook will literally download directly to your Chromebook, right? In the bottom right-hand corner, down here, you'll see downloaded to your download folder. So let me show you what that is going to look like here. So on your Chromebooks, this is what your folder looks like. So if you open up the little folder here that's on your Chromebook, or you click show folder, this is going to pop up and you'll see downloads. So one more little quick thing here is I would recommend having any downloads you have, clear them out, because those downloads fill up fast, and some kids might have 200 files in their downloads, and that really slows down your Chromebook, and it might make it harder to find things when you need them. So I'd recommend literally deleting every file in your downloads when you are ready to take this test. That way, when it goes there, it's easy to find. So you'll notice that you should see a folder here, or a file, excuse me, that says FRQ answers, right? The name of the document that you just downloaded will be there, and it'll be there instantly when you hit download as a PDF document, all right? So as soon as it's there as a PDF, you're just going to go to attach text file, and you're going to click at the bottom here. It says browse for file, and it's going to pull up your Google Doc. Okay, it's going to pull that up for you, and you will be ready to go. So I'm using a PC, so that for me is it's opening up my files on my computer. So I'm going to go ahead and grab FRQ number 1, the file that I just downloaded, and I'm going to open that up, and boom, there it is, FRQ number 1, the PDF I just saved. So if you're using a Chromebook, when you hit browse for file, it's going to open up your files that looks just like this on your Chromebook, and you're going to select the file FRQ1, and you're literally going to click on that, and that'll bring it right into your attachment here, and it says your attachment, say right there. If you do have multiple attachments, you could you have to do it all at once. So if you're going to do a Google Doc, make sure it's all together. You can't have separate pages for the Google Doc. Okay, now I'm running, it's giving me a warning. Hey, you got 5 minutes left. Okay, great, thank you. All right, so real quick, the other thing I want to show you is how to attach a photo. So I actually have to go back to question, attach response. All right, I want to attach a photo. So they give you a little picture here showing you that once again, you need your ID at the top, your initials, and make sure if you're using paper, you got to show the number 1 there. All right, so if I literally just finished and I'm now ready to go, I got my smartphone in my hand, I'm going to take a picture. This is where it's so easy if you have Drive on your phone. If you have Drive on your phone, here's how easy it is. All you got to do is click on the Drive app on your phone. When you open that up, you're going to find the folder where I told you earlier, have a folder ready to go. So you're going to find the folder that you have already set up, that you know your AP stuff is going to be in. Find that folder, open it up, and then you'll see this little plus, this little colorful yellow, blue, green, red plus sign. Click on that plus sign, and you will have an option to take a photo, okay? It'll look like this when you click on that plus sign, and you will say use camera. You will literally use the camera. It'll pop open. You'll take a photo, and you'll confirm that's the photo you want. Make sure the lighting's all good and that the shadow's not covering anything up. And the photo will literally instantly go to your Drive. So notice that I actually have my picture folder open here. I'm literally going to just prove to you how easy this works. I'm literally doing this right now. So on my phone, I hit that plus sign. I'm going to go use the camera, and I'm taking a picture of my work, and I literally just clicked photo. I just clicked it, hit use photo, and you will see here, hopefully, right? There it is. Look how fast that came up. Here is the picture that I literally just took in the middle of this video. And this is, again, my work page with all of my answers on it, okay? And that is so fast, so easy. It's literally right there, and it's ready to go for you to use. So now when you go to attach file, you're going to, at the bottom of the screen, it says attach photo. You're going to click on attach photo. You're going, now my screen looks different, so bear with me. But there it is. There's the photo under my screen. I would grab that. But when you open your Chromebook, it's going to open up to here, and you're going to go ahead and grab that photo. Find that folder I was telling you about in the Google Drive where you're saving everything, and it'll be right there ready to go for you. And you'll just grab it and attach it. Now, the other option for the photo is that you could email it to yourself. So you could take that photo of your work, email it to yourself, and then you're going to go to your email and it's going to be there. So for example, I actually just got some emails with some photos here. So you would click on the photo. There's the photo of my work, maybe, whatever. And then you would click on the add it to your Drive. You could do that, or you could literally click on the download. I would actually recommend clicking download, because when you click download, it'll go directly to that download folder. And again, that folder on your Chromebook is where all of your files go. So you'll see that the file will be there. And then again, when you are in the program here, you would click attach photo. It'll open up your Google files on the Chromebook, and you would select the file and you'd be all ready to go. The only issue with that email option that scares me, at least, is that there is the option that the email takes a while to get to you, then all of a sudden you're really in trouble. So just for sake of it, I'm going to go ahead and use the paste feature while I'm in here. So there's my work, Control copy, another pretty fast way to do it. Control V to paste it and submit. All right, made it in time. My work has been submitted. Now you have to wait out the rest of that 5 minutes and you will move on to question 2. Question 2 pops up. It says you're now finished with question 1, ready to work on question 2. And their little demo here starts the whole process over again. It's also important to note that however you submitted your work for FRQ1 is not how you have to submit it for FRQ2. You could type it for FRQ1 and then draw a picture, or not draw a picture, but handwrite your work for FRQ2 or vice versa. Doesn't matter. So once again, when you're ready to start question 2, the question will pop up. You'll have 15 minutes, as for most tests, how long you'll have for the second FRQ. I'd read the question, got it right into the FRQ2 here. You have that Google Doc already open. There's your work, easy to go. And again, if you're using a Google Doc, man, it's just easy to do the control copy. And then when you are ready to go, you would hit paste response. Boom, there it is. Obviously, once again, you will have the options to attach the response through a text file or a photo. If you are using a PC and you do have Microsoft Word, you would just save that Microsoft Word file, right? Save it wherever you save your files on your PC. And then when you hit browse for file, your box would come up and you would look for wherever you save that file. And then there it is, right? So you could do Microsoft Word or Google Doc. But when you do a Google Doc, I think it's easiest just to save it as a PDF and use the PDF version of it. So that's it. So make sure that you practice this. Use this demo to practice knowing how your computer works. Where do files go when I download them? Where do files go when I put them into my Google Drive? That way you know where things are. I have to admit, I have the same Chromebook that all of you guys do, and it's slow sometimes. They're not the world's fastest computers. So if you have access to a PC, it might be faster. They are even given the option that you could do all of this on your cell phone, literally all of it on your cell phone. The only problem is that your cell phone screen is only so big, so you're going to be scrolling a lot to see all the different problems. And then again, you're typing with your fingers, and not everybody's as fast with that. So, you get the point that sometimes it can be tough. So I think that the best option is to use a Google Doc and copy paste. I think that's literally the fastest, safest route if you're typing. If you're going to go the handwriting route, I would 100% download the Google Drive app on your phone. That way you could find the folder where everything goes, literally take the picture in the app, right? You hit that little plus button and it'll shoot directly to your Google Drive. And boom, when you go ahead and search for the photo, when you hit attach photo here at the bottom, you would just look for that photo and attach it right there. Easy, easy, easy. Now, if you are handwriting, you are allowed to get up to 5 different photos. So you could, when you do attach photo, you could attach a photo, attach another one, attach another one. Make sure that each photo has one page and the page is labeled like it says here, top right-hand corner, page 1, page 2, what have you. Okay? So, oh boy, I think that's it. If you do have any questions, feel free to type a question to the comment on this video, and I usually check comments pretty frequently, and I can get back to you if you do have any questions. But hopefully that covers it all, and then the test is going to be pretty simple. So, practice this system, because we want the only thing you to stress about or for you to worry about or for you to prepare for is the questions, right? We don't want you to have to worry about, how am I going to submit my photos? How am I going to submit my Google Doc? That should be easy. So practice that. Make sure you know where everything's at. Have everything ready to go. Don't be trying to create a Google Doc after the questions have been posed to you. You're literally just wasting time. Have all of the tabs open for all of your FRQ 1 and 2. Have your formula sheets. Have any study guides. Have any little cheat sheets you made yourselves. Have all those open and ready to go. That way you don't have to search for anything while you're taking the test. All right, guys, sorry it was a little bit longer than I expected, about 25 minutes here, but I really wanted to be crystal clear on exactly how to do all of this. That way you are really prepared when you go ahead and actually start the process for yourself here. And once you submit that final question, man, demo's complete. You're good to go. You just practiced it all. So do that. Take the time to do that. Link will be in the description of this video. And best of luck to everybody on the AP test. Hope everybody does great.